Another beautiful turquoise morning. I'm your host, DeAndre Hamilton, and right now we're going to take you around the region so that you can see what's going on.
5, 3, 2, 1, release, release, release. Ignition. Good control. There's Mach 1. Pilots have started trimming for that turn towards space.
If she puts her mind on whatever it is she wants, I know she will achieve it.
For many, traveling to space is a dream waiting to come true. But for Antiguan mother and daughter duo, Keisha Shahaf and Anastasia Mears, it is now a reality as they took the historic flight to the edge of space on August 10th. The two are not just the first from the Caribbean to jet off into space, but they are among the first tourists to do so with Virgin Galactic.
It was so comfortable. It was really the best ride ever. And you could say I would do this again, and I would love to do this again.
I was shocked at the things that you feel. You are so much more connected to everything than you would expect to be. Like you felt like a part of the team, a part of the ship, a part of the universe, a part of Earth. It was incredible, and I'm still starstruck.
Shahaf, who has joined the list of the few black women who have blasted off into space, encouraged others to extend themselves beyond the ordinary.
We have to go beyond our fears. We have so much big dreams. A lot of times we're afraid to even voice it because it's too big and we don't want to be shut down by our dreams. But it is okay to dream big, and it is okay to voice your dream, and you will be uncomfortable trying to get to that dream. But this is how we stretch ourselves, and you gotta go beyond your limits, and that's how you get there. Don't worry how to get there. The universe will figure that out for you. You just keep taking that step and that next step, and you never know how things will align for you. It did for me. If it can, for me, it can for anyone else.
The historic flight marked a major milestone for Virgin Galactic, and according to the company, it has already booked a backlog of about 800 customers. Galactic 3, the company's third commercial spaceflight, is planned for September.
Well, we just achieved our apogee at 290,000 feet. That's 88.5 kilometers.
Amazing. And apogee is actually a very unique part of our experience. It's when our vehicle begins that descent back down to Earth and everything stands still. It's just, and we take a moment in the cabin, silent and looking out as a crew, and it's an experience I can only describe with these words, but one to be felt, really.
Additionally, the August 10th spaceflight is just the beginning of space travel for Caribbean nationals, as Bahamian businesswoman and former rocket scientist Aisha Bo's story is next for the region. Bo will be the first black woman to travel on a commercial flight to space with Jeff Bezos through his Blue Origin commercial spacecraft company.
We're traveling beyond the Kármán line, which is the internationally respected boundary of space, and I'm in awe, right? I cannot believe that I'm going to have an opportunity to do something that humans dreamed about for generations. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to look up in the sky, because the sky here is different. You can actually see the stars, and I just was saying to myself, in a little less than a year, you're going to be up there amongst the stars.
That was the woman of the hour herself, talking about the upcoming Blue Origin mission with on-the-record host Jerome Sawyer last November. Bo is said to take her historic spaceflight next year.
Always happy to show you what's going on around our region. Made so much easier now that we have friends and partners in media around the region. Before, this was real difficult to do, being able to fly from here to there and everywhere. Now our countries are definitely more video savvy, and so we can tap into those resources. In case you missed it, we've got it here on Turquoise Morning. A little later on, we're going to show you about another very important partnership between Caribbean countries and what it might mean for Haiti.
There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such a wholesome variety of your favorite fresh foods. There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such outstanding service. And there is simply nowhere else in the TCI to answer your every food craving in a chic, comfortable, centrally located store. That's a place you can trust. Number 1 is Graceway IGA. Fresh, service, trust for over 20 years.